So Build Sherman Park, besides the categories that you can put it into, there are 4 identified priorities: reckless driving, food insecurity, retail business development, and youth programming. Those priorities were chosen by our resident council. About over 20 residents who actually went through our application process to be a part of the project, and those were the ideas that came out of that group.
And a lot of it was bringing young people to a greater understanding of what was happening around them, empowering their voice, giving them an opportunity to speak about those things and come to solutions on their own.
So some of the results that resulted out of Build Sherman Park were, I would say, the work groups of residents. We have 4 sustaining work groups that are actually moving towards solutions. And that was one of the things that we brought them together. So we knew the issues. It was about action-based solutions. And so we brought the groups together. We've did a workshop called Building the Beloved Community with the research partner Ubuntu Research and Evaluation. And they actually used the 4 precursors of systems change to develop the curriculum. They went through 11 months, and it ended a couple weeks with a town hall to come up with beloved community ideas. Also, we did a training with Wisconsin Voices, which is an advocacy group called Becoming a Community Advocate. And they're doing a series of training with residents in the community to basically say, this is how you, as a resident, lift the issues in your community and address them, whether they're local, state, or federal. And so just going through the process and helping residents understand that you can't just say the issue, you have to give a solution in order to fix it as well.
The other big thing for me as a part of this group is being able to challenge what's not working, right? Being able to be outspoken about it, but being able to operate within the confines of the structure that you have to have those conversations is huge. And so I think that, as Marcus said, it's an ongoing conversation where we're like, okay, how can we continue to keep this work moving forward, keep these discussions going? It's huge for us just to be able to know that we can lean on one another as a community for conversations like this.
Power is typically top down. With Build and how we set up our Build Sherman Park, it's bottom up. Build allows us to do is to use the residents' voice to lead the charge, but also continue to charge if there's a step back, or if one of the funders were to leave, if one of the organizations were to say, hey, we want to change our objectives, we now know that the residents have the capacity to move the work forward.
But I think the other thing too to keep in mind when it comes to advice for folks that are getting involved in Build in the future is be unapologetic about advocating for your community. Be okay with uncomfortable conversations, and make sure that you give the same grace that you'd like in that space. And so making sure that the community voice is first, but also making sure that the community is equipped with tools to become experts in other spaces.